Thank you very much, Chairperson, and the entire board and the CEO. And I want to formally congratulate the new CEO appointed, Mr. Arun Logat. We had agreed that we'll do it in a very spectacular way. This congratulation, but we'll do it some other time. And I think we're heading for good times in cricket. And I'm happy that we're on track in relation to what we want to achieve. And there is no organization without challenges. And the question is how we manage those challenges and the contradictions that arise. And I think from the past, we have learned out of what we're confronted with. And I dare say we have actually emerged much stronger out of that particular situation. And I think now cricket, with all the debates that we have heard, I suppose, talk about corporate governance and all of that, I think it should be a better federation and code in sport when it comes to management more than any other person. And I think with all the challenges that we had in the past, I know we have gone upside down and so on, and we had our differences, but finally we arrived at whatever solution that we arrived at. And I'm happy from our side that we're able to move forward in this particular manner and grow the sport of cricket in South Africa. I want to invite you to join us in our journey of developing the sport of cricket in earnest from the grassroots level. I know we've been paying a lot of lip service to this, and there's not sort of been, I know cricket has adopted the Africanization program over time. We ourselves come from very important meetings, one being the Indaba, which consolidated and adopted the National Sports Plan. That sports plan has now been costed by government in terms of what we want to achieve. But one of the key elements in terms of the consequentials of the implementation of that sports plan is the rollout program of the school sport program. And I was speaking to the CEO now to say that we in government, we have had our own mishap in terms of territorial battles between government departments, sports and recreation, and basic education. We have sort of overcome that. I mean, last year, for the first time, we had our National School Sport Championship. This is no make me nice program. It's a massive program way in which we roll out sports throughout our schools, starting from primary level and all of that. Last year only, the culmination of it, we had not less than 10,000, 7,000 athletes who came from the league program and coming to compete at national level. This year in Bloemfontein, from the 10th of December, we're expecting about 13,000 athletes. Yesterday I was in KZN. They were finalizing their program in terms of district competitions. And all other provinces have done that. We have not yet arrived because at the end of the day, every school must play. When we talk about transformation, we must understand transformation in a holistic sense, because transformation is about access, equity, and addressing the question of the demographics. Over and above that, we have said that we've got the scorecard, we've got the transformation charter, and as Indaba said, yes, we must maintain the quotas because people do not want to move in terms of transformation. But over and above that, to achieve full transformation in the longer term is if we perfect school sport program, and at the same time, school sport becomes a feeder into high performance in terms of sporting programs. If you look at South Africa and you look at important codes like cricket in particular, fewer schools produce athletes who come to compete and even be recognize and participate in the national Protea team. And yet, majority of our schools in the country, vast and disadvantaged, do not play cricket. And also worse in the universities. Now, universities have embarked on a program of rollout of all sporting codes. Cricket must come to the party because that's where we're going to get athletes and future stars when it comes to cricket in South Africa. And I want to invite you to join us in that journey and be part and parcel of our work. We've got about over and above almost 9 sporting codes out of 16, of which cricket is part of that should participate in the program of the school sport program for development that we're embarking upon. And I want the Cricket SA to basically join us when it comes to that, and also looking at the possibility of collaboration in terms of the universities. I think that is very much important. I know that you come from your transformation in Daba or in Daba meeting, and you have taken very important resolutions, but in a practical way and a programmatic way, I want us to embark on a program that will complement each other and that you become direct participants and leaders in relation to rolling out cricket throughout the length and breadth of South Africa. Besides that, I've said that we're living in exciting times, and there is a greater possibility that we can take this sport even to better heights. I'm quite confident with the new board and everyone else, including the new CEO, that will go forward and work together. You've got our support. Whatever you need, you can call us in, and we will partner with you in whatever that you want. But to me, really what is important is development. And the time now to make it happen for South Africa is now. And I think we've theorized, we've defined plans for ourselves, and it's time to walk the talk and ensure that things do happen for us. Our national teams, in particular our test side, has made us proud. And we need to give them a good round of applause for all their achievements in the past years, for maintaining the status of being the #1 side. And I was saying earlier on in our discussions, we need to plot the World Cup. I don't want to go to Bangladesh again. I mean, it was terrible. It's fine if we lose to India, but to lose to New Zealand, you don't sleep. You've got to New Zealand, you've got nightmares, you know. And worst of all, in the last World Cup, we beat India in a spectacular match. When we went to Bangladesh, I thought I'll go to Colombo, but thanks, I went to Bangladesh. When I arrived there, it was misery. The boys were crying, you know. It was something that I don't want to be part of in my life. I've never seen such horrible stuff. And I was saying to them that we need to plot the World Cup. Next year, we've got the T20 World Cup, again back in Bangladesh. You know that our side at that level is not doing very well. We need to build confidence. And besides that, going to the World Cup, we need to do our best and begin to plot. I must say, all said and done with regard to transformation, we must congratulate the national team of cricket for being bold over the years in embracing talent, and in particular black players who have emerged and performed exceptionally well in the national team. I can say without any shadow of doubt and without fear that in comparison to others, I think cricket has actually come to the party in a big way. For the first time without quotas over the years, you will identify not less than 5 competent on merit players participating in the national side. And that has happened without anybody calling for the quotas. I can mention the names of the players for everybody who cares to know. But the question has been African, you know, where are Africans and all of that and so on in this particular sport? And they are there. And we need to get out there and basically develop and build confidence. Fairly well, my side of looking at things, I think we're on the path of doing better and better going forward. So we're not doing very bad in the field of play, looking at what we have actually achieved, and we need to consolidate and plot going forward. But all the best, and thank you for inviting us, for being here, and I'm looking forward to a great partnership going forward. Thank you very much.
Mr. Minister, thank you for those kind words. We've just got a little present for you. And then we would just like to break for 5 minutes while we see the Minister off. Thank you very much.